Hi everybody. Hold on, sorry. Super great. I just wanted to come on and do a little update video. It's probably not going to be little because, let's face it, I love to talk. And I haven't posted on here in like almost a year, so I wanted to just give you guys a little update on my life and my weight loss journey and all of that super awesome stuff. So, first off, my hair, okay, we cut it and we dyed it. I dyed my hair when it was long, so it took me like 2 hours, which was exhausting, but it came out great. And that was probably over a month ago when I dyed it, so the color is actually like pretty great. So, anyways, and I'm very impulsive when it comes to my hair, so I decided on like Friday or Saturday last week that I was going to whack my hair. I was going to give myself a haircut. And, okay, that sounds great, but no. So my hair was probably down to like, somewhere about there-ish. And let me tell you, when I cut it, it was up to here. And I cut my bangs too short. So this is really what they look like if I don't brush them to the side. This is literally what I look like. Absurd. So with my hair being up here, plus those bangs, I looked like Lord Farquaad from Shrek. And I'm not exaggerating at all. It was absolutely awful. And of course, I'm dumb. And I had an interview Monday. So I'm like panicking heavily, the day before the interview, which was Sunday, because I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, my hair looks terrible. Like, I can't even put half of it up and half of it down because, like, the back of it wasn't even straight across. It was, like, all jagged and it looked terrible. So I was, like, freaking out, dude. So, thankfully, my cousin knows somebody that works at a salon, and she was free on Sunday and graciously came to my house and fixed my hair for me. She didn't have to cut it this short, but I just wanted her to cut it this short because I was bored with my hair. Like, I love my hair, but I get really, like, impulsive with it and, like, very bored with looking at the same, like, style and color and all of that stuff. And I'm constantly wanting to, like, change it somehow. So I'm always, like, looking up different, like, styles and ideas and all that stuff. So anyways, she saved me. So I went to my interview with hair like this instead of some choppy Lord Farquaad type business. So I was very grateful for that. Anyway, so there's that. And I'm going to reiterate what job it is that I had an interview for. So I'm pretty sure I explained this in the last couple of videos about being a caregiver. But I have been doing this job for like 2 years, and I love this job. I truly, really do. I love it. I love helping people. I love connecting with new clients, and like, it's a great job to have if you have love and compassion and all of that stuff like I do. But the fact of the matter is that what I'm getting paid right now is not a livable wage. Like, it's just really not. But I am blessed enough to not have to pay rent because I live with my in-laws. So I just like help out around the house. Sometimes I help pay like the light bill, electric bill, whatever. Sometimes I buy groceries. I contribute somehow in some kind of way. So that part's great, but I have a new car I got last year. Sorry, tired. I got it last year. Last year, what was it? November, I think. And that's a $400 car payment every month, on top of like $150 something of full coverage insurance. So that's like almost $600 right there. And then I have my phone bill, and I have credit card payments, and I have student loans I'm paying on, and I have a vet bill for my dog from the emergency vet from a few months ago when I took her to the emergency vet. I'm paying on, I have all of these other expenses myself that it's just getting really hard to like keep up on and stuff. So like my credit score has went down the shitter tube. Which, whatever. It is what it is. But the fact of the matter is this job, as much as I love it, truly and dearly, I do love it so much, but it's not a a smart income source anymore for me. I just have too much debt of my own, and I have too many other bills of my own, and I can't live like, I wouldn't say happily, or comfortably, but I can't live in a way that I'm not completely stressed out all the time about financial stuff. And it's honestly very stressful for me. Sorry. I'm just... So anyways, I applied where my sister works, which is a hospital in Novi, because, I did work at a podiatrist office, which is a foot doctor, for 5 years. So I have lots of experience, running a front desk, taking payments, answering the phones, making phone calls, taxes, faxes, checking insurances, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on. So I decided I'm going to utilize that experience and put it to good work. I struggled really hard with wanting to leave and not wanting to leave this job. I will be keeping one client, however, 1 day a week, and it's not going to interfere with this new job's schedule at all. So that's great. But as far as working, full-time for this company I'm with right now, it's just not doable for me anymore. It's not smart financially for me. And, it worked really great for the first, year-ish, year and a half or whatever. But the fact of the matter is that, my debt keeps adding up. Bills keep stacking up. I get behind on some payments, and then I can catch up, and then I'm behind again. Like, it doesn't ever come to a good head, like, in between anything. If that makes any sense. So this job is $3 more than what I'm already making. So that's much more livable for me than what I have right now. And although I live about 40-ish minutes almost away from this new job, it's really just a straight shot from where I'm at. I just hop on the highway and drive straight down and then get off in Novi. And literally the job's right over there by the highway. So it's really not that bad of a drive. I don't have to turn left, right, go straight, and do all this wild turning and crazy directions to get where I need to go, which I was kind of worried about because I've never been to this place before, and I was concerned that it was going to be like confusing for me to try to get there, just because I'm not really good at directions and stuff, and I get really stressed out when I'm trying to go somewhere new and I don't know where I'm going, but I have the directions on my phone, but I'm still stressed about it because I still don't know what's going on. But honestly, it was pretty easy to get there. No problem. It'll be a breeze. I will have, a significantly large workload as far as paperwork and insurance verification and all this different stuff, which is fine. I'm good with that. And I'll mostly be working by myself, which is okay. I mean, they said I'd have some interaction with some of the, the techs and the nurses and stuff like that, which that's great. But like, I'd probably just do just fine working by myself. Because then nobody can bother me and I can't get distracted, and then I complete my work. So I'm not really that sad about it, honestly. And anyways, so that's what's happening there. I'm just trying to get all my onboarding stuff finished, background check, health check, etc. I'm trying to get that all completed so I can get in there as soon as possible. So yeah, we're just fumbling through right now in that aspect of life, which it's gonna get better. I just have to make it there. So there's that part of my update. And as far as weight loss goes, I started a drug called Adipex about a month-ish ago, and it's also, the generic name is phentermine. It's an appetite suppressant, and it worked really, really well up until I feel like the last week or so of the month. I really wasn't hungry at all, and no food was appealing to me for that first almost the whole month. So I would literally have to force myself to eat something just so I wouldn't pass out from having low sugar and stuff. But then once it crept towards the end of the month, I feel I don't know if my body was getting used to the medication or something, but I just felt like it wasn't really working as effectively as it was working before. Maybe it's in my head. I don't really know. But to me, it just seemed like it wasn't working as great as it should be. So I went and saw my doctor about, let's see, what's today? Today's Friday. I went and saw my doctor on, no, not this week. Shoot, this week already flew by so fast. I thought it was this week. Last week. So last Tuesday I went and saw my doctor. So she can get some updates on how I am, what my weight loss is, all that stuff. So when I started the medication, I was 249. And as of today, which is March 8th, I am 242. So not really a significant weight loss. That's only maybe a pound and a half per week. I mean, I don't know. It's probably a healthier way to go, but I don't know. So I talked to my doctor about a few different things, and she prescribed me the same medication for another month, and she referred me to a bariatric doctor, which is also the doctor that did my gallbladder removal last October, which is great because he's great and I liked him a lot. He did a great job. I just felt like he was very informative, helpful, and everything. So I'm glad that I'm going to talk to somebody that I already semi know. I would like to avoid surgery if at all possible. I really don't. I don't know. I don't really feel like I need surgery. I'm almost in the 230s already, and I feel like if I got surgery now, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not really sure how to describe what I want to say, but I don't feel like it's beneficial for me right at this moment. I don't know. This is why I'm going to go talk to this doctor to kind of get his input on things and see where he's at, with what's going on with me and what his thoughts are and what options are available to me. And, I can ask him all kinds of questions I need to and all that stuff. So that's what we're doing next Wednesday. So not too far off from today. Kind of excited and kind of nervous at the same time because I'm not really sure what's all going to be discussed or happen or anything. So a little bit about this medication. You will get cotton mouth severely if you do not drink enough water. I watched a few TikTok videos and other videos of people, talking about this medication and telling me not telling me, but telling the public, telling whoever's watching it, what their experience is on it or what their experience was on it or whatever. And probably more than half of the people talked about having a really dry mouth and feeling like they had cotton in their throat or something. And I know that now because I have not drank enough water a couple of days, sporadically here and there, and yeah, I definitely noticed and felt like I was swallowing a cotton swab or something. Really, truly. So if anybody watching this is considering this medication, just keep that in mind. If you get on this medication, make sure you drink so much water, as much as you can. I can't even tell you that enough. If you don't really like water at all, get some flavor packets or some of those little squeezy things that squeezes flavor in your water, or buy Propels or flavored waters or something, because that's kind of been the issue for me. I like water, I really do, but I get to a point where I've drank so much water that I'm kind of annoyed with the non-flavored part of the water, I guess. It doesn't taste good, so I don't really want to drink it, But anyways, drink your water, people. Drink your water. Can't even tell you that any more times. While I was on the medication, I had one little experience where I had a rapid heart rate. God, I don't know why I couldn't say that properly. I had a rapid heart rate when I went to bed. It was probably a couple days after I took the medication, so I had been on it for a few days, and I just felt like my heart was gonna jump right out of my throat, and I just felt weird. My body just felt generally strange. I can't really describe it to you, but it was a weird feeling, and I didn't like it, like, at all. So I was considering not taking it anymore after that, but it went away. It only happened the one time, and I haven't had any issues since then. So that was like over a month ago. Other than the cotton mouth, I haven't had any issues. But anyways, there's that update. So that's what's going on, really, in my life right now. Trying to think of anything else. Oh, last March, me and my niece and our two close family friends went to Panama City in Florida. And when I tell you I didn't want to come home, I'm serious. I really just didn't want to leave there at all. And part of our trip, it was raining and stuff, which, whatever. It's not a big deal. It was only like maybe a day or day and a half that it was raining. And those days we just like did Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, and we did a few other things that were indoors. But literally our balcony was across the street from the freaking ocean, and next door to us was like this little party store where you could buy your groceries, and there was like a cute little shop inside where you could buy, things that said Panama City, or like shells or t-shirts or all these souvenirs and stuff. So that was actually pretty great. I'm not really sure how I managed to book that, but I did. The only downside was that we were on the 3rd floor, and this place didn't have elevators because it was literally only 3 floors high. So we had to drag all of our luggage up 3 flights of stairs. Like, there's probably 15 steps on each flight. Now, to some, that might not sound like a lot, but when you're an overweight person and your luggage is extremely heavy and you have multiple bags, it is a whole hell of a lot to carry. So we're wanting to go again next year, or maybe go somewhere else in Florida. But definitely going to be searching for a place that has either the ground floor is where we're going to be staying, or has an elevator, because we are not doing that again. That was absolutely exhausting. But anyways, so we did that last year. We did like the snorkeling dolphin cruise, not really cruise, but boat ride. I don't know. It was like a whole day thing. It was either 4 or 6 hours. I can't really remember, but it was fantastic either way. It was beautiful out that day that we went. We saw dolphins, and we saw like crabs and different fish and things. I mean, we didn't snorkel, like way out in the deep or anything crazy like that. It was literally like, the water was probably like up to here. Like, maybe. Or like down here. Something like that. Depending on how tall you are. But it was beautiful. Like, the sand was completely different over there on the sandbar than it was, where we were staying, like across the beach. Way across the beach. But it was great. They played music on the boat. They served alcohol and snacks and just all kinds of things. And it was just great. It was a great time all around. Like, I can't even complain about anything besides the steps. That's all I want to say. The steps were terrible. But the rest of the time, it was actually fantastic. If we could stay there again, I definitely would. if we were on the bottom floor or if they put elevators in. But if neither one of those apply, then no, we're not staying. So that was a super fun thing that we did last year. We stayed for, I think it was 4 nights and 5 days. And vacation always flies by so fast. Like, ridiculously fast. I don't know why that is. But then when you come back to real life and you have to go to work and you have to do all these things and everything, then everything just kind of slows down. Like, your workday takes forever. Everything you don't want to do takes forever. Like, I don't understand why. Why is that? Like, why can't it be fast and pleasant like everything else on vacation? Anyway, so that was a really fun trip. I don't really know what else. Other than I'm really excited to go to the fair this year. It's not till like the end of July, so it's still almost, it's like early March, so I have about 4-ish months to lose more weight. And I'm really excited because the last handful of years I've been to the fair and to the balloon fest and things like that. You know, my little nieces and nephews want me to ride on these certain rides, and like I couldn't fit on like a lot of those ones where you hop in it and it pulls down over your head and straps in, or like you get in and the bar comes over your lap. Like, my belly was in the way, like, all the time. So, promised myself I wouldn't get emotional in this video, but I can't help myself. Last year when we went to the fair, my little 5-year-old nephew wanted me to ride the scrambler, I think it was. And it was the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. I'm sorry. I promised myself, and here I am. It's just a really hard subject for me. But, like, I really wanted to go on this ride with him. I truly, really did. And he got up in the ride, and I got up in the ride with him. And we went to close the bar, like, across. Like, it has to come across and then snap in place. Like, I literally couldn't snap it in place. Like, my stomach was in the way. Like, fully and completely. Like, I couldn't even suck it in enough to where I could even snap it closed. Like, it was the most degrading, most embarrassing thing. I can't even tell you. It was sad, really. So then some random little kid that wanted to ride but didn't have somebody to ride with him ended up riding with him because I couldn't. And it was really upsetting to me, and I feel like it was probably upsetting to him because he really wanted me to ride with him and hang out and stuff, and I couldn't. And there's been a few instances where similar things have happened like that. So I tried to just avoid even attempting to get on anything like that, because I didn't want to have to go through that again. So this year I'm really excited to go on rides. Because when I started this journey in 2022, I was 284. I don't know how or why I let myself get to that point. So So I know it might not seem like a significant amount of weight to lose, but I've lost around like 43-ish pounds since then. And it's been a really long, hard struggle. Like, really, truly, it has. So, but we're still trucking along, and I'm going to go see this doctor next week and kind of see what options are available and what we can maybe do from here. So, wish me luck on that. Anyways, I hope everybody's had great holidays, because I've missed every holiday last year, pretty much. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, all of that stuff, and that you're having a great beginning of the year. And I will talk to you guys again sometime. I can't really tell you when, because I don't really know when I'll post another video. I would like to update you guys after I meet with this doctor, just to kind of give you some insight as to what his thoughts are. So I might do that. I don't really know. Can't promise anything. But anyways, I'll see you guys again sometime, hopefully soon, and have a great day.